What's going on, everybody? V.Me here. I'm with Alexa, who honestly I don't get to play enough games with. Alexa, we gotta fix that. After Crackpet.
It's so true. It's good to be here, V. We're like the new co-op roguelike comes out. We check it out together.
So Crackpet Show is one of those. I've been gifted the game thanks to the dev team, but we are playing this as a first look. Both of us kind of had it on the back burner for quite a long time, but we finally decided to get to it. Crackpet Show, this is going to be a bullet hell, I guess, would you call it an isometric roguelite? Maybe it's just top down.
It something like that, yeah.
But it's gonna be very similar to the games that Alexa plays. I won't name those games. They may be cursed, but you will kind of see a little bit of that. The game has a bunch of items in it. We're doing this remote share play, so me and Alexa are actually sharing the same screen. We get to start
in the same room. If you think long and hard about it.
Actually, with the delay on this does not seem half bad.
It's not bad at all, I'm gonna tell you. It is pretty snappy for sure.
Thank you, Comcast. So yeah, you start off with one of these classes. I took the tank. You can take whatever you want. You get a gun and then an ability.
Okay, I have taken the engineer.
And then it looks like, yeah, on your character screen, it showed what the button was to drop that, but you did it pretty instantly, so you're fine. You got your dash. Your actual shoot is also tied to having an enemy on the screen. So we're gonna kind of get into that once we actually get enemies.
Perfect.
Press F to pay selects.
Okay. Seems there's different scenarios as well.
Yeah, so the game is basically like a contest on television. All of humanity is gone for whatever reason. The animals have taken over and they fight gladiator style like it's was that Russell Crowe?
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, you fight other stuff. A lot of animals, but you need power-ups to do that.
Oh,
Shot
you can see
frequency?
what the power-up does.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this. Yeah, I'm good with this. So since I'm kind of an engineer and I'm doing some buffing of us, I also, if you're in my range, you're buffed as well.
That is a big aura too. Wow.
It's pretty sizable.
All right, so we have a route. We can get new weapons, random.
I see. I like the random followed by whatever this engineer looking thing is.
All right, I'm feeling it.
Okay.
So our goal
like
here,
co-op works.
yeah, it's fun that we don't just rob each other, but I do think it's one item pickup. So yeah, the big thing about this game is that it has a little bit of auto select fire to it. So you're already locked on to the enemy that you're gonna shoot. And you can change that. I don't know what it is on controller, but you can change your target.
I'm going to quickly look at what the button is to shoot in this game.
Sure.
Is X. Okay.
Yeah, so it will automatically target the enemy.
Okay.
Closest thing I played was Rogue. Crap, I forget the name of it, but it's like a Rogue glitch game. That actually might be the name. It was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, Rogue glitch. Yeah.
So this should be our drop. Indecisive gun, but only one of us can take it. Random bullet patterns depending on the phase of the almighty blue moon.
I don't know. So I feel like your shotgun is probably good since you're the tank, right?
Yeah,
I think my benefit is as the turret boy being able to put down the turret. So I think I'm gonna take the gun.
Ooh.
Oh, it's wonky.
But I mean, more bullet equals good.
I could not agree anymore. Okay, funky item.
I think that's how a lot of this game is gonna go. Is everything is pretty funky.
Okay. I do enjoy the funky. Dude, it's clean co-op. I like it.
Ooh, I have a taunt that shields me.
Force field. So how are items just like a passive benefit in the game? This does not seem like a passive benefit.
Let me... Yeah, that actually replaces my ability. I guess I'll take it. I feel like the taunt is okay. It has iframe to it, but I don't want to taunt all the time. I'll just take the iframe instead.
Gotcha. It appears that I have used all of my turret, and then it is gone.
Oh, so the items have limited use.
Do we want it random? I feel like random could be anything. It could even just be an enemy, right?
Yeah. And so I think it's always enemies, as a matter of fact. Okay.
Oh, I like the weird blue aura on the screen.
Yeah, I think that's the iframe field.
Gotcha. And I kind of like the
Wait, did we get nothing?
It does not appear we did. I kind of like the instantly lock on to enemies thing in a bullet hell. Gives you more focus on your own blocking.
Yeah, one thing that they did in this game is that some weapons require you to stand still to shoot. So you will also be stutter stepping a lot. Gotcha. Attack move for all my League of Legends players.
Well, all 12 in the chat.
I don't know. I was talking about this to Dane, I think it was, and I feel like there's a lot of people who just don't admit that they play League. Closeted, if you will.
True. Yeah, that's probably true.
It's a little like, I want people to admit that they play it and be proud of it. I don't want them to think that there's some kind of stigma against being a League of Legends player.
Do you want to take one of these items? I think we can each get a perk, and it's just like free. Ow. Okay. Feels excessive to me, but... So are we allowed to go on these, the X paths? So it seems we can only go to stuff that's like adjacent to where we were.
Yeah. So we don't have the winged boot item yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Now, like I said, I only did the intro to this. I have no experience as to how sophisticated the game gets.
Gotcha. I do find it weird that we chose classes, but then the class abilities have a limited number of uses.
I guess the starting weapon too. Like, maybe if you don't care for the shoddy, you can kind of start off with this instead.
Dude, let's go items so we can see whatever the weird picnic basket is later.
See, I would have called it a shopping basket, like you were at CVS or Walgreens.
Okay, it did look more like a shopping basket. You're correct. Can we both agree that at least, like, we have it right in the US calling them shopping carts instead of the UK that calls them a trolley?
Wait, trolleys are for people to ride in.
Absolutely. I fully agree.
All right, tornado turns you into an unstoppable tornado that deals damage by touching enemies.
Are you interested?
I am.
Okay. Feel free.
Oh, you may as well take that too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. Okay.
Now, see, chat, we're sharing. If you wanted to play this with the squad and you just rob your teammate of items, not cool, mate. Not cool.
We're kind when we play.
Yo,
we got. Oh, dude, I like the tornado.
Yeah, that's Taz from the hit game Multiverses.
that is neat. I like it. Oh, it's a shop. I mean, that makes sense actually.
Right. If you have a trolley, it must be a shop.
Oh, what is that thing?
Railgun.
A railgun.
Now,
Can't afford it, but oh, we can sell stuff, dude. Take a look at this. Buys weapons.
if a competitor sells their last weapon, they won't have to fight with their bare fists. They'll give the starting weapon instead.
Okay. So we have 129 to spend.
You have 1 HP.
That's also true, but if you have a railgun, do you really need HP? Is the way I'm thinking about it.
Well, we don't know how revive mechanics work. So
true.
if you need to test this, I am not opposed.
I love the way you think. All right, I now have a railgun.
For all we know, it's more economical for you to die, and then we revive you.
Yep, it could be. She swaps weapons? No, we will not be swapping my railgun for a random weapon. Okay, I like it. Good bit of decision making in the shop.
Oh yeah, and that's really what a lot of these roguelikes boil down to: decision making.
Yep.
It's
Why
that's a full
Brotato
heart.
such a phenomenal game.
I'm still using a starter weapon too.
Yeah, and he's mad that you were trying to sell the starter weapon. Selling for 0. Oh, welcome back to the shop again. Dude, this thing looks the Doom gun.
Fires a powerful yet slow projectile that shocks enemies around it. Wow. Copyright infringement.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Alright.
Megatoad. I'm going to stay far away from Megatoad and use the railgun.
I'm going to spin and win.
Okay. Oh. It's a little wonky. It's very good though. I mean, I've got like infinite range on this thing.
Oh, bullet hell?
This is insanely strong to me. Oh, wave 2?
Look at the eyes.
He a jumpy boy though. Oh, dude, you're in the thick of it.
We're okay.
I'm
Got the
glad
iframes.
I'm all the way back here. I'm gonna be honest. All right, game's too easy.
I mean, Taz is a tier S at multiverses, so it makes sense.
Do you know what we just picked up?
So we have a lot of money now.
Oh my god, we do.
And I don't see what it could have been, so maybe that was like double cash.
Or possibly like a meta currency, meta progression of some kind.
There is a currency that you spend to level up the actual relics and weapons.
Gotcha.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything to level up your actual like health or stuff like that, but I have seen where the taunt is a level 2 taunt.
Gotcha. Okay. And then we're just back. So that's episode 1 completed.
Sponsors.
Oh my.
Become more famous and kill bosses to grant participants trophies that can be exchanged for bonuses.
Okay.
Oh, so we got a trophy and then the gold square looking thing.
So this is kind of your unlock / meta progression tree, but it also it's like unique meta progression unlocks.
Yes.
Except for this one.
And there's a crit one,
okay.
but those are like high up. It at least starts you off with the fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, barrels dropping loot. Oh, what is this? To carry 2 weapons at once?
That's like required.
Yeah, I feel like that's actually kind of needed, but I don't know, what are you feeling?
Yeah, let's lock it in.
Okay. No, oh, so we can unlock it in as well. So we could do different runs shifting our unlocks. That's interesting. As well.
Okay,
so if you wanted to have, more time and fame in social stages, then you have to do this. That's interesting.
Yeah, I would not mind more fame and better socials.
Me as well. Wouldn't we all be? Wouldn't we all?
All right, so dirty kittens, and then this goldfish. This is what takes the coins, but it actually chooses a random perk from the list.
Okay.
And lets you upgrade that. So we have 3 coins. Whenever you touch an enemy, you damage them. I kind of avoid that if possible.
Yeah, I think it's bad.
Oh, that's your turret?
I think that's a great upgrade. Right?
Or...
I also love a mine, but I feel like the turret is even better because it's like the starting character's ability, right?
True, true. See, that's a gun that you get to level up.
That seems great too. Although the Lobo gun seems cool-ish.
Yeah, you get to use that in the tutorial. It actually shoots over low walls.
Ah, okay, okay. All right, yeah, I'm down. Do we want to change classes?
I know I will.
Okay. Then gotta change people too. I'll be 5 nights at fricked up over here, and I'll run this guy.
Yeah, I figured it doesn't make sense to be a rabbit pig thing as a medic. Gotta be the Croc.
Oh my god, dude, there's so many levels as well. Damn, 18 levels coming soon as well.
Yeah, this is only an early access. This is 0.1.4.
Gotcha. I like the foundation. There's some good stuff going on in this.
Good bones, you're right. Ooh, projectile bounce. Bullets become Largo.
I do like when bullets become Largo. I do like projectile bouncing as well. How fast can you shoot? I feel like we're shooting about the same.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the lob. I mean the big bullets for the lob.
I'm taking bouncy chainy boys. I had fun bullet upgrade. So what are we doing?
Some of these have skulls on them now?
Yeah, I'm noticing that. I feel like we should prioritize seeing the skulls. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Especially if it gets us killed.
Yeah. The game's too easy for us since we won.
Did I die?
So
no, we did
have
win.
To make it harder in some way.
So this is the lob. See, I can go over the wall.
That is insanely powerful. Wow.
Busted character.
Yeah, stay the hell away from people. That's so good. All right.
Electric beam. I wonder if that bounces.
I would love to know.
Don't lick it though.
I wasn't planning on it. Trust me. Okay, I'm in.
I feel like I didn't do that as a kid. Just eat and lick random stuff.
There's only one random thing I've licked. We can talk about it in a second. Clearing this dangerous stage, you receive an epic weapon.
I mean, we don't have a choice.
It's true. We do not have a choice. But now we know that this could get a little spicy. Okay, the electric beam is like actually S tier.
Are you noticing? Oh wow, they bounce.
It does bounce and it just melts enemies. It's very, very good. So this is all you.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems cool.
And they're more Largo? Mas Largo?
Very Largo. Do we need items or do we... I mean, do you go for the crazy loot on the dangerous stages?
Let's go all in.
Yeah,
just keep spamming them.
I'm in. No, I used to, I was a theater kid, when I was in high school, which I'm sure is like a massive shock to you.
Yeah, actually.
Now, I was backstage as a theater kid because while I act on camera today, I did not like acting on stage. But I was always the sound guy, right? And that required, we had to replace the batteries in the microphones every show, right? It was every day you were basically replacing 9-volt batteries. It was a massive waste of batteries, if I'm being honest with you. But
You know,
with
I'm
9
only
volt,
just realizing that stage microphones use batteries.
yes, it is true. There is not like wireless. I mean, I guess Hollywood and Broadway probably uses some kind of wireless microphone at this point that doesn't have a battery pack of some kind. But ours definitely were wired and had a battery pack because it's like a cheap high school production. But I was in charge of replacing all the batteries and stuff. And 9-volt batteries kind of have when you can tell if they still have a charge by licking
Putting
them.
your tongue on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And if it So can we both take the same one?
I really don't think so.
Okay, fair enough.
I really don't.
So area damage on the beam seems good. And you shooting an additional grenade seems good. I like it.
All right.
But anyway, there's also a thing you can do with 9 volts where you can like stack the 9 volts on top of each other as well. And you can like chain them together, and then when you lick it, it like really shocks your tongue. So it's just fun to lick 9-volt batteries.
Sorry, I was trying to back out of that.
Do we
Yeah.
want to go triple item?
I don't think we've gotten item at all, so I think it's a good idea.
I like this.
Yeah, I feel as though I did like the least dangerous things possible when it came to like eating or putting things around my mouth. But I also did like skateboard and jump fences and go places I wasn't supposed to go. So
You definitely strike me as a skater, bro, in high school. I don't know if that's a good or a bad like insult or compliment. I'm not sure.
I think it's a compliment.
I agree.
Damage aura.
Seems great.
Yeah, and I didn't start off with a skateboard, so I moved right in 8th grade. And my mom got me a Razor scooter
Oh, yep.
for like Christmas or something. But when I got to the new neighborhood, everyone had actual skateboards and made fun of anyone who had scooters. I mean, they were cool people, but they were just wanting me to get into skateboarding. I think.
I was never. I have like no sense of balance whatsoever. I
You
think
need
I should
that,
probably
buddy.
be taking a med kit. Yeah, that seems intelligent.
Maybe use immediately.
Yeah, it seems like. A
No,
good
no,
idea.
no.
There we go.
Wait, AoE?
Oh, honestly, dude.
Oh.
Well, hold on. I'm just cranking the whole damn thing and taking this back. It's broken and busted. But I have no balance in my body at all. So I could never. I've tried the skateboard thing. I've tried the scooter thing. I can't do any of it. I didn't even know how to ride a bike until I was like 14 years old or something like that.
You know, that's not too unbelievable. I feel like even like this day and age, if you ask a Zoomer if they know how to ride a bike, I really think they might say no. It's not their fault of their own.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't thought about that, but the bike riding generation has probably gone dramatically down over the years.
At least in the US.
Yeah.
I feel like if you had to choose between Fortnite and BMX, what are you supposed to do?
You already know what I'm picking.
Where are we dropping? That's what.
Where are we dropping, boys? We're dropping at the skate park. What the hell is that?
I remember that map from season 2 of Fortnite.
There you go. Was there a skate park in season 2?
Yes.
I'll believe you. I wouldn't remember.
I'm just
Boomerang
gonna
sounds
see
cool.
what this looks like.
I mean, that's pretty sick looking.
I don't know,
also
the
so like
balance, though.
this would probably chain the boomerang onto multiple enemies, which would be kind of cool. But I mean, how much damage? 25
Much
a hit.
more.
This is 10 a hit, but it also does more damage the longer I hold it down.
Wait, what happened to all your health?
That's
Didn't
a
you
great
just
question.
Do you just use all
I didn't
the
think I took that
medkits?
much damage, but maybe I did. I don't know, man. Look, as long as I don't die, you can't make fun of me, so it's fine.
Now I'm wondering how, like, do you spam all the health items in Fortnite when you're playing with Orbital?
No, he eats all of the damage and health. So. You would know if we ever get you on the old Fortnite. Add a
Knockback on every attack. So I already do that with the grenade, so I don't think I do that.
Okay. 5 colorful bullets. Dude, we have so much money. Like,
Yeah,
we should just buy everything, right? There's no reason not to. I'll buy a little health, a little knockback. Here, ready? Random weapon for you. You want the same gun that I just dropped here?
Actually, can sell it, right?
Oh, yeah, we can. We could also turn this $150 shotgun into total trash if we want.
Buddy, go over here and get this heart.
I'm fine.
Oh, I forgot we can change weapons.
Oh, yeah,
Oops.
wait a minute. How do I change weapons?
Not mouse wheel for me.
Oh, it's triangle for me.
Okay, so it's third mouse button, so click mouse wheel. It's
Gotcha.
kind of interesting instead of just scrolling.
So can I trade my crappy gun? It's a damn electric beam again. All right, let's do it. Sludge
All
swine.
right.
It's just too easy, honestly.
Sorry if I miss the chat, by the way.
Here,
We're
in
in
Germany, there's
collab
apparently
mode.
Fahrradfahren, which is
Ferrari?
a bicycling exam that you have to take.
Oh, these bounce. Be careful.
Dude, we're actually just too strong.
Wait, you're saying you have to take the exam?
Apparently. I wouldn't know because I'm not from Germany, but it sounds insane.
Holy crap, we popped off.
It's too easy, man. That's scenario 2 completed.
So do you just bike ride or do you have to do tricks too?
I mean, I would imagine they're probably not like, hey, little Jimmy, 7-year-old little Jimmy, first show us you can bike down the street, then do a backflip off this ramp. Like, I feel like that probably isn't how it would go, but maybe. I don't know. So we have 2 of these things now. So realistically, we should do the ones at the bottom.
But does it lock you into only one tree?
That's a good question. It does not.
Interesting. So it almost looks like you can move the trophies around, but you're not locked into one single tree as well. Interesting.
So do you want selling better items or loot in barrels and small chance for hearts? And don't say a word about me needing the small chance for hearts.
So I was gonna say that the loot in barrels just means I'm gonna waste time shooting barrels now.
I completely agree.
I'd rather do kangaroo instead. Not being toxic, it's just I don't want to shoot barrels.
Then screw it. We're selling items for a higher cost. I don't need the damn HP. And I got 3 large udders to show the world right now.
Yo, is this
Oh, I'm sorry.
Devour? Have you played that game?
I have not, but this kind of looks like if Pentahybrid got a person to create a goat in this game of him. A little bit.
All right, Alexa's chat. We need you all to make him play Devour. It's actually kind of good.
Okay, I will play it. Dude, level 3 turret. Crazier things have happened. Oh my lord, yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
also really good.
But you don't like see it immediately though.
Yeah, this looks cool. Okay. I mean, if we're gonna get the damn electric beam about 8,000 times, I feel like this would be more valuable. The railgun was crazy though. This is a like legendary epic weapon though. But this is more common. We're gonna do that.
Sometimes
this
stuns.
This is a starting weapon, I think.
I don't mind leveling up the starter if you think it is.
I like leveling the starter.
Greatly strengthens your attacks, but at the cost of 1 HP. I highly recommend Taz.
Come on. you gotta run Taz. Alright. Well, you probably think I should play the medic class, huh?
It just gives you 2 pots. That's all. It's not even like full medic, it's just 2 pots.
It's my favorite rapper. I'm running tank.
Yeah, tank wasn't half bad.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We're going deeper into the poop lord. Oh, that's
Isaac?
A mole, not poop.
I mean...
It looked like poop, but... Alright.
After receiving damage, your body materializes some of the pent-up stress and leaves it on the ground.
I know all about this, I'm gonna tell you. Big bullets, and we cannot lie. This is probably good for me, but...
The Alexa item right there.
Sure. I do like big bullets, though.
Okay. So there is a skull ahead of us.
Yeah. I like the new... Oh, I didn't see the perk. Perks are good. Because those are just, like, passive.
Yeah, I almost feel like the gun, while, like, very good to get one to start, not really super impactful.
Yeah. I agree. I think the shotgun's kind of booty. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything because I want you to experience it yourself.
It's bad. Don't even say a word. Don't say it.
You got size, right?
No,
Bullet
I
size?
have I don't even remember what the hell I picked up. What did I pick up? I picked up when I touch an enemy, I damage them.
Yeah, maybe you should get the frenzy.
Okay. I agree with you, even though I dislike the sentiment.
Well, to be fair, I have the less HP now, so that's fine.
I'm gonna prove my worth on this run by never taking damage.
Ooh, there's like floaty bullets, wavy bullets.
Ooh, there's multiple waves of enemies now. That's kind of new.
Yeah, I was wondering how the difficulty scaling is gonna happen. Like, what's gonna make it more difficult besides just bullets?
We don't need this.
Wait, what? I have to use this thing?
That seems strange to me.
Okay. So it must be that when I die, I can press the right click and it'll let me get up.
I'm taking your anvils. I think we want to hit the shop, man. Maybe. Dude, the left side is crazy up here. Okay, yeah, we're going left side. I think the levels are also getting longer with each scenario as well.
Okay. Oh, look at the skeleton on the camera in the center.
It's the last person that came through. It's still too easy. Wow, we just get nothing. All right. I see the 2 epic weapons ahead, and I'm in the damn business for that.
Yeah, because this normal rifle is actually god-awful.
Dude, the shotgun is straight up booty cheek. It is very bad.
How do we do this
pellet
ourselves?
actually hits. Nothing actually does damage.
Vortex.
Go ahead. You seem like a vortex gun kind of person. Yeah, that seems cool.
It's tiny.
Yeah, but it's gonna suck him in. It'll be okay. A tiny sucker is always okay.
You know, Alright. Anyway, so Crackpet show. Again, if you are interested, this game is early access. I do not believe they're super deep into early access. This is only version 0.1.4.
Yeah, this is early on.
You got the steel shoes last time, so I'll pick them up.
I did, yeah, I did. Alright.
See, that's how you share, chat.
We're definitely going weapon though.
You see the purple AK on the ground, you ask your buddy first, do they want it? And then you take it.
I need to keep my co-op roguelike partner from liking me, so I have to give him all the loot. Otherwise, I'm stuck playing with like Rito or something.
Playing TFT. Yo, I played TFT with Retro yesterday, I think. And like to see someone else that you know do like so much better than you do, it makes me feel some kind of way. Am I the only one who has that?
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Then again, with TFT, I'm taking this.
Yeah.
With TFT, I don't comprehend like a singular bit of what's going on. Do we want another legendary weapon?
I think I want to go random.
Okay. It could be anything. Could even be a legendary weapon.
But yeah, I mean, you do your match games. You did a little bit of Snake RX. I think you can do TFT.
Every time I look at it, though, my brain just kind of folds over. Like, I can't comprehend anything going on in that game. Stun explosion. That does seem good.
Yeah, I still have my revive, so I can't take anything.
Okay. I'll take it. Legendary perks.
Yeah, it's... I mean, maybe it helps as being former in air quotes, League of Legends player. Kind of at least know a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, pop my revive. So...
Did you really?
Yeah, so what I'm realizing is that the black hole's initial shot, as it's going to the enemy, it's pulling it to you.
Oh. Yeah, that is significantly worse, for sure. Okay.
I don't think I need damage, but bullet speed is probably pretty good.
So I'm gonna tell you, the speed at which I fire is insane. So I would like damage. And now I think we're freaking insane. Okay, we're shopping for sure. Just don't look at my HP while you're in the shop. What is this, man? The egg launcher throws exploding eggs. Some of the eggs may hatch enemies, but that's a risk you have to take.
What?
Okay.
I am definitely getting a gun here. Either here or the next shop.
Do you want the egg boy? You could also try to just replace your current gun and see if it gets something better, but
I'm gonna try to go pro mode where I shoot the black hole and then swap gun.
okay. I'm going to pretty much primarily run. Oh, this is actually a. Oh, this is a grenade launcher. I'm gonna probably just run this thing because it's like absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
But then I should sell the grenade launcher. It gives you 213 when you sell it? What the heck? That's insane. Okay. Do we want the damage boost aura, or do we want to see what's in the next shop?
So I don't mind. Because you're still sitting on your thing. Oh, this is just a perk, not
It's
an
a
actual
full-on perk, yeah. It's expensive for sure.
I kind of feel like the next shop might have full hearts. So let's go next shop.
Okay. I will tell you, I can stay at a distance, so I got good range
Yeah.
on my gun. Oh, dude, we could buy upgrade coins.
570?
It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, I'm gonna buy 1 heart. I'm not buying any more than 1 though.
Thank you for appeasing me.
So if you wanted to, you could ditch your funky thing and go for the Doom gun. Just gonna throw that out as an opportunity.
I want to say I'm okay. I want to use these two. I want to see if I can actually get the swap off.
Go pro mode. The Epic's mole. All right, I'm ready.
The
I think we're
EGS
gonna
mole.
melt him. We're gonna completely destroy him. I have taken a massive hit. I have taken more hits. This is not looking... I'm dead. I think you can revive me if you get over there. Oh my lord, you're insane. You're so good. Okay. Dude, it is spicy. This is harder now.
Yeah, there's some Into the Gungeon right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I spawned like a zombie chicken.
Well, yeah, that's your chance that it spawns enemies. I'm dead again, man. Bottom left. I love the revive mechanic, though. That's actually really cool. Okay.
There we go. Oh wait, no, there's more.
That's only phase 2.
Super Saiyan?
Oh, what the hell, dude?
You're on damage right now.
I'm gonna die.
Crap.
It's the end of me. Rest in peace. It's all you, man.
Oh yeah, I can't get you up.
My soul's floating in the ether somewhere. I didn't expect the chaos mode boss. That guy just... I was trying to figure out what the hell the farting sound was. That's just your little poops coming out of you whenever you get stressed.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, I don't want to know how much HP it had.
Oh dude, we got God.
Okay, so I was saying,
lose.
I wonder how the game will get harder. I do believe that qualifies as a little harder.
How the game will get a little harder. Is with a boss like that, man. Holy hell.
Now, if you're a Gungeon player in the chat, I know you're thinking, holy smokes, that's an easy clap for me. Get me in there.
On the bright side, though, we get to upgrade our stuff. There's a lot more damage on the anvil, man.
I like it. I tried it just then, and it felt pretty good.
The melody gun?
Yeah, I got to play that in the tutorial. It's basically kind of like the beam, except if you stand still and shoot, it fires bigger notes.
I see. So I don't think we
got nothing.
We got nothing. Yeah. Okay. Who you playing?
I'm trying to think of what I think I'm doing best on medic.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the engineer. We upgraded that turret, right? And I like the idea of getting the turret out.
Yeah, we're starting to find our mains now.
Yeah.
Low health, still shoes. Basic damage
I don't know how
boost.
much damage each of us does.
I'll still shoes it.
Okay, then I
wait.
definitely take the damage.
Never mind. So what was interesting was that there's lights over the top of the item, and when I locked it in, it added me as a light. So I'm curious the next time we get this, if we can both click on it.
Didn't you try to click on the one that I was with earlier?
I didn't. I think you told me to try it, and I did not. I apologize ahead of time.
Okay.
Well,
So theoretically, we could have just both had a damage boost, and that seems like it would be good.
I don't know. That's why I kind of want to see. My initial hope is that it's RNG. Like it actually rolls the dice.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I got you, buddy.
Thank you. All right, I was gonna say we get perks. Ooh, Little aura for some resist.
Haste is move speed.
And chance an enemy will be stunned when taking damage. That seems very good to me.
All right, so if you want to do that, let's both click it.
What the hell is
Fight?
this? Oh, we fight over who gets the perk. This is the best system ever. That is so good. That's so good. Okay.
And it was like DDR.
Yeah, I actually love that. That's really great.
Okay, so I take that back. If you have the squad and you're gonna do some Crackpet, please do that every single time.
Yes. I will now be taking whatever perk I want, and you can fight me for it if you want.
But can you do the DDR though?
Well, I mean, now I know what I'm doing. Although I think that you definitely have an advantage on keyboard and mouse versus controller for that. Oh, I'm freaking dead. This is bad, man. I'm taking all kinds of hits today.
Well, that's why they have a build specifically for that.
I already have one of the pieces for the build too. What the hell is the bomb, man? Drops a nuke in the room.
Simple as that.
I feel like you should take it, man.
Actually, I will.
Who needs a bandage?
I'll get this, and then you'll have the 2 bandages. Use those.
I love the idea. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Clean. Very clean.
Weapon. I need weapon. Actually, yeah, what happens?
Yeah, if we choose different paths, we probably have to
it.
DDR minigame again. To be fair, man, this is legendary perks and then a legendary weapon up ahead as well. We can fight. Fight me to the death. Oh, never mind. Apparently, we just can't do this.
All right. Fair.
We may die, but the payoff is going to be greater in the end.
I mean, we got the Call of Duty tactical nuke.
Oh my lord, dude.
It did like half of some of these
On
HP.
all of them. Yeah. You also will learn about me, V. I'm the kind of guy, if there's like increase the challenge and get X, I'm pretty much always going to go for the increase of the challenge. Like even if it kills me, I'm gonna still do it.
I see. Oh, it swaps sides.
Oh crap. Dude, it's actually impossible on keyboard, on controller. It's so hard. It is so.
He's saying I have
difficult.
the advantage.
You have the advantage big time, and you have the input lag. Okay.
All right, you got me there.
I'm gonna get you on the next one though.
As the host, sure.
I'm gonna get you.
I was gonna say there's kids getting $1 million salary playing controller in Fortnite, so don't tell me I got a keyboard advantage.
That's fair. That's fair. To be fair, there's no aim assist in Crackpet showed DDR, but
Devs. How am I gonna compete with the keyboard users?
I'm also realizing I should be staying close to you because I have the aura that gives us resist. Oh, this room just got nothing, huh? All right.
Yeah, I guess it was just a basic animal room. Which is interesting that they give nothing at all. I almost feel like they should maybe give currency.
Yeah. Especially when they still made it like a hard room. Dude, your bomb is insane.
Yeah, I'm out now.
It's so good. Oh, okay.
That was the last one. Don't get used to it.
Fair enough. All right, it's all you.
Crossbow.
The crossbow.
Pierce target.
Did you just get the perk that was Pierce, though?
Bullet will not stop until it reaches max distance. All right, not bad.
So here's what we'll do. The next weapon, which we're gonna have the legendary up here, you should take and give me the crossbow.
Sure.
Since you already have the piercing.
Ooh, this thing is slow.
Is it really? Is it good damage at least?
It is.
Okay.
I'm doing 35.
It's a good bit. All right. Don't look at my HP when you get the chance.
Again?
We don't need to talk about it at all. I'm doing fine. Great even.
Just put your cam over top of the HP.
Don't pay attention to the dead body at the top of the screen. Okay. I'm not actually dead. It's just like a figment of your imagination. Thanks for the revive, though. Okay. I'm staying all the way down here.
Trying to line up these shots.
I like to think that you're staying close to me for the aura and not so that it's easier to res me when I die.
Hey. All right.
What, rocket launcher?
Piercing rocket launcher.
Seems like really
Did you see
good.
that?
Yeah. You just had killed all the people.
Wait, what do you mean?
Crowd.
Yeah, just casually like that.
I mean, it's kind of... It's a little excessive, I can't deny. You're turning them into dinner tomorrow night, but unless it's a panda, in which case we probably shouldn't eat the pandas. Have you ever like looked up how, this is gonna sound bad when I say it, but like how idiotic pandas are?
I want to say no.
Okay.
Because in my head canon,
I'm dead by the way.
those are like super smart creatures.
They're so not, dude. They're
Like
so
very
not.
majestic. Like there's mythology around pandas.
Is there really?
Oh yeah, they have a movie.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda. I understand.
Stinky mine.
Stinky mine. I still have turret charges, so it's all you.
Slowly kills your opponent. Yeah, if that's
enough.
just like monsters, I guess we go here.
Easy enough. I do like that you get a shop right at the end of the level, though. I'm dead. Because this starts.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we actually spawn right next to the monsters, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pierce rocket launcher, super good. It actually hits multiple times as it pierces. Oh, wow.
I got you. The range on the crossbow is crazy, though. Like, you can literally hit from halfway across the room. We're a little fricked up right now, though, for sure. Oh, man.
Do it if you have
7 damage a
to.
hit. So 7 damage a hit. This is 35 a hit. I don't think it's better. I really don't.
Yeah, that's way too many shots to break even.
Yeah, knowing how the mole is, I'm running this. Oh, I just realized we can run 2 weapons at the same time. We probably could have sold the legendary. Yeah, that's not the brightest play I've ever had then. What's this? Venom? 5 toxic bullets that apply poison on impact.
Venom. And then the base drops.
Dude, another bomb here too. Bomb is crazy.
I mean, we have 576. Do you need to get that gun though?
I mean, I don't need to. I wait a minute. I just freaking sold the crossbow by accident. Okay, I'm gonna buy Venom. This seems at least kind of good. And then, ironically, I traded the crossbow for the machine gun that I then proceeded to trash in the last room. But
You want me to sell the machine gun?
I mean, you can, I guess, if we want more health.
Yeah.
We're not gonna use it, and then we'll just stack this. Okay. This seems fine. It's gonna be tough.
Full HP. Good weapons.
Yeah. I feel like we don't really have good perks, but
Like I said, I believe I do.
okay.
Because it explodes twice. Like once when it hits and then once on the other side.
Okay. And then I guess yeah, you have good stuff going. My stuff is just kind of, it's just here. I'm doing what I can, but.
What's your special?
A turret. I threw it down.
Nice, nice.
But it's not really doing anything, so. And I'm not sure the bosses take poison damage, so.
It is poison if it's taking damage. Yeah, it is. I saw 15s.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Super Saiyan, SSJ2.
Oh my lord, dude. S2 main bullets. You're still full health. We're chilling. The range on my poison shotgun is bad though, so I have to get close and then I'm just eating damage.
Yeah, luckily you have the aura. Oh, I took contact damage.
That's okay. That's okay. We just gotta crank him. He's so close.
There we go. Got an achievement. Holy moly! Literally.
We're too good. And then we kill the entire crowd because we're living, breathing psychopaths apparently.
Wait, they're like already half dead.
Yeah, well, I mean, you probably had a couple of stray rockets during the fight, so.
You think that's me?
Yes, I fully believe it is you with the piercing rocket launcher that would kill the people in the crowd.
That's toxic.
Oh, dude, let's go. 3 trophies?
Okay.
We're about to become cracked out of our mind.
I like the pig with the cigar that we're talking to right now.
It is good. Range enemies have less health. Melee enemies have less health. Or we unlock boost stages.
Boost me.
We have to boost stage. Okay. Glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, I always go for whatever meta upgrades are literally new content.
Yes. I fully agree. Lazy aim gun was crazy good. So I'm just gonna immediately do that.
We haven't gotten a chance to play Bat. And I did see the Indecisive and it did look kind of good.
It's neat. I like it. Or there's also the Boomerang, which seemed okay.
I can't lock it in.
I guess I can lock it in. Which one do you want?
I say let's do Bat, because I think I already know that Indecisive is good. So let's just make Bat on par.
Lava or damage? Damage boost aura just seems good.
Sure, that's 2 people.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You got it. You got a bounce chain. You got a bounce chain. Okay. I changed my person. I'm Pentagoat.
I don't think there's any other Wholesome Verse members in here.
The cute dinosaur is good. I do like him.
Avok! Green Avok!
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Alright, I'll go Pew Gun with the anvils.
Amazon Essentials Avok, thank you.
Making the foundation of Avok. Okay.
So the game does appear to be getting progressively harder.
Yeah.
Even though we're just in like season 1.
Yeah. A tiny bit. A lot of good stuff here. I'm gonna go area damage.
Because I have the dumb shotgun, I imagine just putting more lava on the floor is good. Doesn't matter if I actually land. Oh, boost me.
We gotta know what boost is.
100%.
I like that the meta progression has like legit new content in it. That always, the one game that I always think about that really did it insanely well, and I say it even though I hate the game, but Neon Abyss. Oh, I think we just got like a damage boost for a while.
Oh, maybe the next 3 realms.
Yeah, we're both on fire in the bottom, so that seems good. But Neon Abyss did meta progression like awesome. It was very well done. It's just the rest of the game was not well done, was the issue.
Yeah, it's like the way how I describe it is sort of inspiration. Like you can see what the devs had in mind, and like it has a full theme to it. But I feel a little less immersed in Neon Abyss compared to other games. But you're right, it's fun to see DDR, fishing, and then all of the stalls that sell stuff.
Yeah.
And there's more too. I'm like nowhere near, maybe even halfway unlocked in that game.
Yeah. And then it was like Revita went and did it like just as good, if not better. And I love any of these games where you can like go in, you can just like turn off legendary weapon for sure, right? You can go in and you can just like turn off stuff you hate as well.
Yeah, someone's asking, why do you not like Neon Abyss?
It just, there's so many better versions of the same game. Like Revita is just Neon Abyss but better.
Now, are you holding down the button on the trumpet?
I am, for sure.
Okay, cool.
Because he get much stronger. The love spreader? Excuse you? Oh my.
Ooh.
That seems good.
With the kissy sound?
Yeah, we'll go regular.
Instead of 2 fights.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw a really good video explaining that from Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. And like, even though those games are probably award-winning and amazing, it's like, how many times have I done big open world jump and climb, find cool thing, go into cave?
Yep. No, I definitely, you know, as much as I sometimes complain about, don't even talk to me about a heal boost.
I'm lower than you are.
You are lower than I am. But as much as I sometimes complain about games like a 20 minutes till dawn, right, where it just feels like, hey, we are trying to capitalize on Vampire Survivors being successful kind of thing. It's at least like a new genre of game, and we're like in my opinion, we're in like the golden era of games right now. Like, this is the best that it's gonna get in terms of games. Rainbow Shotgun was pretty good. I kind of like this melody gun though.
You can take that as a secondary.
That's true. I can.
Yeah, whenever people say that like they're in a gaming drought or something like that, I can never imagine.
Yeah. No, I'm running like 10 series on my YouTube channel right now, and it's because there's legitimately that many games that I want to play. It's insane. And that's like not looking at new games too, which, you know, I constantly want to check out new games such as Crackpet.
This is, and for those who don't know, from like the creator side, sometimes stuff comes across the desk, and like you have that opportunity to play it because it came across the desk. But that's just one out of the many games that might happen, and there's all like the AAA and AA games that come through that you just want to play either offline or showcase on the stream. It's hard.
And I just, with games today, it's like there's people have, I feel like it used to be where, this is interesting. It's all you if you want.
Yeah, I don't even have this.
Yeah, I have
a right click.
Still. Oh, there's a mini boss, the slime koala.
Okay, so I'm 1 hit till dead. Just a heads up.
Oh, okay. I'm 2 hits till dead. I'm gonna spam anvils.
Those bounce.
Okay. Going well.
Oh, the turret shoots my bullets. It shoots the hearts.
Cool. That's kind of cool. Oh, so that's why it's my turret. That was the name of the item. Makes sense. Yes, we need a shop. But I just love with games today.
Am I gonna give Dungeon Fighter a try? Someone told me I should. I was gonna say no, but now you're the second person.
Right. Like it just keeps getting, everything keeps getting weirder with games, which I freaking love. You know, it's like a game that comes to mind is Potion Craft, right? Like Potion Craft is such a strange game that like 10 years ago, a kind of game like that would have never existed. And it's great. I love it. I want more weird games. Games that just make me go like, that's strange, and I'm with it. Like Backpack Hero.
Yeah, like how did no one come up with this?
Yeah.
Until now.
Backpack Hero is my current like, this is just weird and I like it game. Because it's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Now, as much as I love top-down shooter bullet hell roguelites, there's like 1,000 of them. So it's kind of, you got to do something unique and different to get me to really fall in love with it.
Yeah,
but
which
when
definitely
you throw a new thing at me, it's like I'm in.
Yeah, I want to say my thing of that right now
I'm dead.
are rhythm games. Like I love to see. I was at PAX East and someone made over at the Tiny Build booth a rhythm game where you are like walking through a dungeon, but every step you take is part of the rhythm. Not like a Crypt of the Necro Dancer. It's like Guitar Hero.
Oh.
Except instead of just a band, it's a character walking through a dungeon.
That does sound very interesting.
100 damage per hit? Oh, wow. Is that even good?
I don't think so, but you gotta at least try it.
Wait, come back out?
Okay. I'm returning.
Move speed? What?
You're so slow with it.
I'm dead?
I wonder if the range is like really good on it. So you can stay away from people.
Go into the corner and left click. Can it go over these? It can.
Dude, oh, I'm dead. How did I die? I love how slow you are, man. It's so good.
It does work with my turret. Oh. I wonder if I should like swap to.
Oh,
wait, he died again.
We're getting killed by there's a dude shooting like things up in the sky. Shut up about the weed. Oh, screw you.
I ran out of turrets.
We, me, it's all the same. We're a team, V.
That's right.
We're a damn team. Alright. The Terminator.
Makes you immortal and speeds up all your attacks.
It's perfect for you, man. You just shoot the damn bowling ball. It's perfect. It's a little weird, but...
Alright, here's the test. It actually chains me down. I can't move. Wait, I still revive you. Can't move.
It's goated. I'm gonna stay right next to you. I suppose that is like kind of bad if I'm dead again. It's kind of bad if these enemies from afar are like launching. Oh my god, dude. I'm losing my mind. I need a perk that's like just stop dying.
Healing combo. When healing grant a chance to that additional health drop may drop 15%.
Look, you want to DDR me? I'll DDR you. Wow, man just wants some heals.
I also get like double the healing, so
yeah, that
might be worth.
Dude, we're so dead to the body positive hamster up ahead. There's like no hope for us. Oh my god, we could both run bowling gun. That feels like such a dumb idea.
Bat Boomerang showed up too.
Oh yeah, and he's good now too.
Yeah, so I was a little weird.
I've got indecisive as well.
I was a little weird about the using two weapons mechanic, I felt like it was kind of worthless to carry 2 weapons. But now I see, for example, you shoot bowling ball, you could swap and then shoot that.
Yeah.
Or if I had my turret that copies my bullets, you swap to bowling ball, then you drop the turret, then you swap back. I think that's the move that they were going for.
Yeah.
Dang, I was hoping that would drop a health pot for you.
That's okay. What we're gonna be so good at the game, it's not gonna be a problem.
45.
We got 2 bowling balls. What could go wrong?
So you're not
Or
using this, right?
No. Okay. Now what if I dual wield bowling balls? Dude, it's actually like kind of amazing though.
I won't stop you. All I will say is that we now have more money for another heart.
Okay. Is that oh, wait. I can accidentally drop these if I
How
spam
did
the
you
buttons
do
too
that?
much. Well, because I think holding down triangle for me drops, but switching is also triangle. So
Yeah.
if I press it too fast, it'll be fine. This is stupid, but I'm here for it.
Dual bind triangle to the shoot button.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, body positive hamster. I'm chained down.
This seems bad.
I feel like I was taking no damage while I was chained down. That was kind of interesting.
Dude, or we're actually just cracked out of our mind.
Wait.
I'm actually alive. I'm the best.
Oh my god, I died. So my bad, I thought I had my chain up, which looked like it gave me iframes, but I did not, so I ate like 50 bullets.
Oh man.
Do you hear these bullets?
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's intense over there. The body positive hamster, you start going crazy. Oh my lordy.
Holy
Well,
smokes.
this was fun.
Yeah, that
Crackpet
was
show.
very
Kinda-
refreshing.
Yeah.
Like
It's
you
got
said
some unique
before,
ideas.
you can get top-down twin stick shooters a dime a dozen, but to put a spin on it, that's what makes me want to play it.
Yeah, it's unique. I actually enjoy the meta progression tree, which I don't like meta progression trees at all. So to have a game where I enjoy the meta progression tree, that's good.
Absolutely.
That's unique.
So yeah, I would say thank you for joining me, Alexa. For the people who are in my chat who happen to not know who you are, you want to let us know what you do and where you do it?
Sure. I'm Alexa, and I play games over on YouTube and Twitch, primarily roguelites, simulation games, puzzle games, basically anything except first-person shooters for the most part. And even then, still play some of those. A variety upon variety upon variety. V,